Hi everyone and welcome back to HomeHeadChef. Today we'll be making butter. Now you're probably asking yourself, why would you want to make homemade butter? And my reason for it is because it's just better than you can get the stuff in the stores. Unless you're buying that super high quality expensive butter in the stores, nothing else compares. So I'm going to show you how to make it yourself at home. It's really simple, it just takes a little bit of time, but it's totally worth it. So let's step up to the cutting board and see what we need. For this recipe, the only thing we are going to need is 1 quart of heavy cream and maybe some salt, but that's entirely up to you. There's a few different methods that you could use to make this. You could easily dump your heavy cream into a mason jar and just shake it till it's butter. You can use a food processor, which is what I'm going to do, or you can use a stand mixer. Like I said, I'm going to be doing it in a food processor, but the steps are almost the same. So let's do that. All we need to do is take our heavy cream, put it into our stand mixer, our food processor, or our mason jar, just like that. And we're going to turn it on to a medium to high speed, and we're just going to mix it until we get butter. We're only about 2 minutes in, and we're at the stage of whipped cream. We want to keep going. In just a few minutes, the fat starts to separate from the liquid. Do not throw this liquid away. This is perfectly good buttermilk. We're going to put this aside. You can use it in baking, or if you like to drink it, you can do that as well. And we're going to transfer our butter over to another bowl. And as you can see, it's still really wet. You're going to want to just keep squeezing this up the side of the bowl and getting rid of the extra buttermilk. Once we've squeezed out as much of that buttermilk as we can, we're going to do something called washing the butter. Now we're going to add in very cold water, just a little bit at a time. We're going to keep working this until all this extra water is no longer clear, or is clear, I'm sorry. Our water is murky once again. We're going to dump it out, add some more water in, and keep squishing it. We want to go until that water is completely clear. Our water is nice and clear. We're going to drain this again. Now all we're going to do is pull our butter up onto the side of our bowl, tilt it up a little bit, just squeeze it and try to get out as much of that excess water as we can. Okay, I'm going to turn this butter into salted butter. If you don't want to, then you can just skip this step. But the rule is you want to, when it comes to salting your butter, you want it to go off of how much cream you actually used. And since we used a quart, we're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to add this in, just like so. And we're going to get this mixed in, just like that. Now this salt is going to pull out a little bit more liquid, which is perfectly fine. So what we're going to do, we're just going to press it up to the edge of our bowl, just like that. We're going to take a towel. We're just going to slightly prop this up, so that way all the extra moisture that comes off is going to pull down here. It's going to take about 5 minutes, so I'm going to let it do that, and then I'll come back to you. After salting, the butter has released all of its excess liquid. I'm just going to slap this down on some parchment paper. Form whatever shape you desire. We're just going to wrap this up. We're going to place it in the fridge for a couple minutes to harden back up, and then we'll get a taste. Alright, let's try this homemade butter. I'm going to try it straight because why not? It's so good. It's a lot richer. It's more of a flavor than the stuff you get in the store. It's a fantastic way to make butter. I hope you try it out. If you learned something from this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I also have an outdoor channel if you're interested in that. I'll have a link for that down in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.